In this breaking story, Iran has suddenly cast doubt on Donald Trump's claims of a ceasefire. That's right, you don't want to go anywhere because Iran has just dropped an unexpected bombshell on Trump's ceasefire. This is breaking news. Now, first of all, Representative Thomas Massie has been speaking out repeatedly against Trump's recent bombing of Iran. And even though Trump has made a lot of threats against the guy, he continues to preach against Trump's behavior.
With populism, you can blow in the wind. The thing is, there's this coalition among libertarian-leaning Republicans and independents, and even a few Democrats joined with Trump to get him elected. But part of the deal was no new wars that drag on forever, and we're going to put America first. We're going to worry about our infrastructure. We're going to worry about our immigration. We're going to worry about America first, taking care of seniors and veterans before we go overseas looking for dragons to slay. And I'm worried that in the first 6 months here, we've already sort of gone astray of what was one of the basic principles of putting America first.
Of course, you also have some people that enable Trump's behavior, such as J.D. Vance. You can leave it to him to give the most weaselly, slimy answer imaginable.
Was to destroy the nuclear facilities, and that's what we did.
So you don't think there's any mixed message when he goes to Truth Social and says it's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? MIGA.
Well, I think what the president is saying very clearly, Brett, is if the Iranian people want to do something about their own leadership, that's up to the Iranian people. What the American national security interest here is very simple. It's to destroy the nuclear program. That's what we've done. And now that the 12-day war appears to be effectively over, we have an opportunity, I think, to restart a real peace process. And Brett, this is not just about two countries, Iran and Israel. All of these Gulf Arab states, they want peace, they want to invest, they want to build artificial intelligence hardware, they want to sort of come into the new economy, and that was impossible when you had Iran that was, as the president said, acting like a bully across the Middle East. We really think that if the Iranians are smart about the path forward, this could be a new dawn of an economic age of prosperity, of course, for our Gulf Arab allies, for us, for the Israelis, for everybody, but it's going to require the Iranians play it smart from here.
The president...
He literally just won't answer. He just refuses to actually answer the question. He's such a politician, I have to say. But still, as you can see, J.D. Vance and Donald Trump have been claiming that Israel and Iran have reached a ceasefire. Well, now, Iran just dropped a brutal bombshell on Donald Trump's claims. Despite Trump's claims that a ceasefire had been reached, no agreement on any ceasefire, Tehran warns, despite Trump's announcement. Just hours earlier, people in the Qatari capital had stopped and gazed up at the sky as Iranian missiles flew to the American base and interceptors fired. Iran's foreign minister has claimed there is no agreement on a ceasefire with Israel, despite Donald Trump announcing a deal has been reached. But on X, Iran's foreign minister said Tehran has no intention to continue its response, provided the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people. He added, the final decision on the cessation of our military operations will be made later. Earlier, the US president had declared that a complete and total ceasefire had been agreed between both countries. He made the announcement on Truth Social hours after Tehran launched a missile strike on a US Army base in Qatar. This means both countries could still launch strikes in the meantime, and soon after, Israel announced evacuation orders for two areas in Tehran. A senior Iranian official had prior told the Reuters news agency that Tehran had agreed to the ceasefire after being persuaded by Qatar, but the comments made by Iran's foreign minister throws this into doubt. So long story short, what the heck is going on? Is Donald Trump lying? Is Iran lying? Who the hell is lying? Who's telling the truth? We have no real reason to trust Iran, of course, but we also have no real reason to trust the Trump administration. For now, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I'll be honest, I don't have much confidence, since after all, we are talking about Donald Trump.